In standard financial literature, a salary is often defined as security. But in my personal dictionary, based on years in the trenches, a salary is defined as a potential income ceiling. When I resigned from my last job at 29 years old, everyone around me said I was taking a massive risk. But when you actually run a cold, hard risk analysis, you realize the biggest gamble is relying solely on a paycheck that someone else controls. Today, I am not here to give you an emotional motivational speech. I am going to prove to you, using 3 technical points, why the salary system is mathematically designed against accumulating significant wealth, and then I'm going to give you the exact exit protocol I used. If you aren't taking notes, you should probably close this video. This content isn't for people who are just browsing for entertainment. Let's look at the data. The fundamental error most people make is correlating earning money with hours worked. In the salaried system, the formula is brutal but simple. Income equals time multiplied by your hourly rate. You only have 24 hours in a day. Therefore, no matter how talented or hardworking you are, your income has a hard, mathematical cap. Turn your knowledge into something you create once and sell infinitely, like software, digital products, or media. Or you must systematize, build an operation that functions without your physical presence. This isn't just my theory. As the brilliant investor Naval Ravikant famously said to support this exact idea, you will not get rich renting out your time. You must own equity, a piece of a business, to gain your financial freedom. You have to decouple. The second major mistake is obsessing over gross income while completely ignoring net purchasing power. Salaried employees celebrate getting a 5% annual raise, failing to realize that in an environment with 8% real inflation, they have actually become 3% poorer. But the bigger issue is the tax structure. The system is designed to tax salaried workers at the source. The government takes its share before the money even hits your bank account. Business owners operate differently. They earn the money, they spend on legitimate business expenses like vehicles, technology, travel, and offices, and then they pay tax only on what is left over. The math is stark. A salaried employee earns 100 units, immediately pays 30 in tax, and tries to live on the remaining 70. As a business owner, I earn 100, I might spend 70 on business growth and expenses, and I pay tax only on the remaining 30. The fix here is incorporation. You need to stop viewing yourself as an individual and start viewing yourself as a business entity. Operate your side income through a company structure. Legally convert your life costs into business expenses where appropriate. The path to wealth isn't just about earning more. It's about retention, keeping more of what you earn within your own system. Mistake number 3 is confusing liabilities with assets. I'll be honest, I fell hard for this in my early 20s. I bought a luxury car on credit because I thought it made me look successful. I told myself it was an asset. It wasn't. It was a vacuum cleaner, sucking cash out of my pocket every single month for insurance, gas, maintenance, and interest. We need clear definitions. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket whether you work or not, like a rental property, dividend stocks, or royalties. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Your personal house, that car you drive, your financed phone. When salaried workers get a raise, they almost immediately suffer from lifestyle inflation. They buy bigger liabilities. That's why, even with a higher salary, they are broke at the end of the month. It is the classic lesson, popularized by Robert Kiyosaki, that completely shifted my perspective. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. Want a new car? Fine. First, buy a small rental property or a dividend portfolio that generates enough cash flow to make the car payment. That isn't strategy. That's financial suicide. Quitting is not an emotional decision, it is a mathematical transition. Here is the bridge model that I used. Step 3 is the threshold. Do not quit until your side business generates sustainable, reliable income equal to at least 70% of your current salary. Don't wait for 100%. When you finally go full-time on your own business, you will have the bandwidth to double that income quickly. I executed this exact math at 29. Was it scary? Yes. But looking back, it was far less scary than the prospect of working until I was 60 for someone else's dream, only to retire relying on a fragile state pension system. The choice is yours. You can hide behind the false security of a salary, or you can build your own mathematical foundation. In the next video, we will analyze high-leverage business models you can start with almost zero capital. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Follow logic, not emotions.